Chad Homan's having another good season. Back to Land of Legends Raceway. Last time he was here last year, he drew the pole. There was a big groan from everybody else that was racing against him. We already had the trophy, I think, made out to him, but what happened? You just didn't hit the setup that night?
I went on only one hard right rear tire instead of three. Chris Fleming went on three. A couple others guys went on three, and kind of overheated left rear and right front. And then it got really tight on me, and that was all she wrote. So then started overdriving, trying to make up for it. And
makes it worse, never better.
Next thing you know, we're fourth, and it didn't play out the way we planned, but learned a little bit, hopefully, from last year, and we can try to make it a little better tonight.
Yeah, because all your other wins were in modifieds here, pretty much.
I know I never won here in a modified, believe it or not.
Oh, I thought you did.
I never won a feature in a modified, so just we had the late model wins here when they did that class that first year, and then a bunch of pro stock wins back in the day.
That's right. Okay, I know
that still bugs me that I never won a modified race here, so I might have to come back and do that sometime.
Okay, there you go. Maybe somewhere down the road. How old are you now?
I'm going to be 40 next week. So.
Okay, all right, so it's getting there. It's not the early 2000s
No,
anymore, is it? So
not the 16-year-old Chad anymore, that's for sure.
Now, I learned something here, and I always figure if I don't know it, maybe you guys don't know it either, so Chad's going to help us understand. These cars run E85. I always thought it was 85% gas and 15% methanol, but you say it's the other way around.
It's 85% ethanol, and then it's 15% Sunoco oxygenated race fuel that they've mixed with it. So.
Oh, interesting.
And that's new this year. We were on the 110 last year, Sunoco 110 last year. So, the torque is, the engine builder said the torque's huge, so we all switched over, right?
Okay. Do you have to run it?
You don't have to run it.
Okay.
So you can still run the 110, or I think there's a 91 you can run. Okay.
But alcohol equals power, does it not?
Torque, and everybody after torque, especially with the brake motors, you need everything.
Yeah.
So we all switched over, switched fuel pumps. We had to switch all our carburetors, fuel cell stuff.
Yeah, fuel cells have to be bigger now because you burn more.
Yeah, foam, it had to be different, all kinds of good stuff. And I was hoping for, sit back in the seat, feel it, kind of torque, which it wasn't really the case, but the dyno says it, so we got to go with it.
So it's not like you got in the car this year and went, wow, it's that much faster.
For as much as it cost us to switch over, I was hoping for that, and didn't really.
A little disappointed.
But, everybody, if you don't do it, everybody else is going to do it, so you got to be on top of it. So.
Are you burning twice as much, or not quite?
Yeah, just so. Last year we were about 4 barrels of fuel, and I just cracked my 7th barrel this year, so about double fuel. So.
Okay, so not quite twice, but pretty darn close anyway.
It's a little cheaper, but obviously with the fuel price and everything, it's gone up. It's about the same as what we're paying last year for.
You're paying less and using more.
So.
Okay. You told me about something interesting. You guys were working on the carburetor, looking at the intake and all of that. What happens because of the methanol?
So the fuel burns so cool, or goes through the intake so cool now that it actually condenses the intake and carburetor linkages, and we end up we're fighting an issue where it cakes up dirt and mud on the intake and carburetor linkage.
Almost like condensation on the outside of the intake?
It almost acts like you have an oil leak, basically.
Yeah.
But it's just condensation, and we've been fighting that. You hate to lock up your carburetor linkages and stuff with dirt, so it's something we have to, an extra step we have to super clean off every week, and we just went to tech. We didn't have it quite, it was kind of bound up yet, so we're going to fix that. So we're good, but something new for the fuel this year, something we've had to just have a little regimen of cleaning every week.
So it almost looked like mud on the intake almost, or something?
You'll have to come back later after it's over tonight and take a picture. It just basically cakes in almost like insulation on the intake carburetor.
So that must be a weird thing when you look at that the first time, because you probably think, we must be leaking fuel or something, right?
Yeah, exactly. I called down the engine builder, like, what's going on? He obviously knew.
Oh, he knew right away, huh?
Down the south, they run the ethanol prior to coming up here doing it, so...
You mean the same blend, kind of?
Yeah, he'd already seen it, and so obviously it was new to us, when Chris Fleming obviously switched, he saw it too. He's like, hey, sure, intake getting covered with all this stuff. Like, yep, I just talked to Hendra, and it's normal. We just got to keep on top of it.
How often do you have to keep on top of it? Like, does it happen in a heat race even?
No, we've been going all night, but just kind of before the feature, just double check, make sure it's not too crazy, and then at the end of the feature, it's happening more, nighttime when it cools down a little bit. It's when it
understand.
Starts kicking on. So just after each race, be real good about cleaning.
So weather is a factor. If it's a 45-degree night, it's going to happen a lot more than an 80-degree night.
For sure, yeah. And the other thing we've been having, especially once it got hot, that fuel's going through their cooler basically, if you sit in the lineup chute too long, it'll actually freeze the secondaries.
Seriously?
So then when you open the secondaries first time, it blubbers until you get some fuel going through there. And,
Wow.
so that's interesting too, and you always kind of see when the thing doesn't, you hit the gas, it doesn't go right away. So,
Okay.
But I guess the pressure could do some extra torque.
Okay, you can say no to this next question if you want to. Okay. Can we show them what it happens, or would you rather not have me have the camera on the hood?
Yeah,
Okay, let's go then.
Yeah.
All right, let's go, and you can show me. All right. I figured I'd ask. You don't get if you don't ask. So, all right, let me get focused on it first, so you can show me what we're talking about here. Okay, so these are 604 crate engines, by the way. So, all right, go right ahead. I got it in there.
Basically, from here on up, we'll be covered and caked in dirt.
The whole intake?
Yeah, basically from about that line up. You'll have to come back later and see when it actually.
Yeah, I will.
When it happens, but the rest of the engine will be nice and clean, and that'll be caked in. So.
Really, even the linkages and everything will look fine and all that?
Yeah, so we have to take them apart and clean them real good every time. So.
I hope you guys learned something on this. I know I did. Chad, thanks for telling us that, man. And maybe this year I'll see you down there, because I pretty much had it planned last year with you on the pole.
We're hoping, but it's a tough crowd here tonight, being an actual brush tour race. But
That's true.
We're gonna give her all she's got. So.
Good luck, man. See you later.
Yep.